Hello and welcome, BitMonger family. Jay here, one of the original OGs in Southeast Asia, having lived in this region of the world for over 30 years. I spent a significant amount of time in the Philippines as well. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at CebuWomen. They are like a Cupid playing site, a matchmaking site to help old guys or just men meet supposedly serious Filipino women. Now, we're going to take a little bit of look at the video, and we are going to see, how it works. We're going to look at a success story, and I'm going to talk about a little bit. Let's go ahead and move this down a bit and take a look at this video real quick.
I met and joined your agency because after the frustration of dating in America with the American girls and all the agencies, I tried numerous agencies for about 2 years. Didn't work. Lots of dates, but they never work. I scrolled through the internet again, looking through your agency. I came up with the AFA. I called your number, and one of your ladies took the time, and I don't remember quite how long, but it was like a 45 minute conversation. And after talking with her and explaining in depth about your agency, she talked to me and told me and explained to me about your Philippine tour, and I ended up over in the Philippines in Cebu here.
And that was how long ago?
That was 2015. That was 10 years ago.
Wow. Yeah, that's great to know your story. And please introduce your beautiful women beside you.
This is Rachel, my wife, that I met in one of your tours. 2015, like I said, I met her at the social. And it was like you people put her right in my lap, because she just came right, it was like, boom. I was like, hey, there's Rachel. And the next thing I know, we met and talked, and it was like a story that just went, and it was like lighting a fuse. And next thing you know, what, 5 days later, or not less than about a week, I asked her to marry me, and we did the paperwork, and here we are.
Wow. So he meets this gal at some social event, and 5 days later he's asking her to marry him. I do not recommend that at all, guys. That's insano to me. And I'll tell you why. I don't care if you go to Christian Filipino, Christian Filipina, whatever it is. Use one of these dating, CebuWomen or whatever it is. It doesn't matter what you use. You don't know what you're getting into. You have no idea what you're getting into until you spend a significant amount of time with these ladies. And I would not be in a rush to put a ring on any woman's finger there. That is just crazy. I don't care how good it feels. Whether she feels like the right thing. I mean, if you're a retired guy, just stay there and hang out. No reason to rush it. Okay? And I bet you anything, this gal's no virgin, I bet you anything, she had her times, and she's probably a single mama and has got kids. And, you're going to be, picking up that baggage, guys. That's just the way it is. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's fine. There's nothing wrong with single mamas. But it's something that you got to consider. And you certainly don't want to jump into anything that quickly. It's just not smart, okay? Now, maybe they're, it worked out for them. They're together now for 9 years or whatever. But it's generally very, very dumb, stupid to jump into a marriage that quickly. I don't care who she is or what your background is or anything. It's just not wise. Let's take a little bit longer look at this now.
I'm married for 9 years now.
Wow, congratulations. And since Tegan also shared his story, let's ask about Rochelle. So tell us about your story, how you came up with the agency, AFA, and...
Now that, to me, is disgusting. What the fuck is she doing, man? Showing off her handbag? Like, look at me. I scored a rich old man that bought me a handbag. Whoopee. Look at what you can do. You find a sucker like this, and he'll buy you a nice handbag, too. Really? I mean, that's just disgusting. Come on. Come on.
To the time when you met Tegan.
Okay. That day when I was working as...
Now, guys, listen. These gals are going to say whatever the fuck you want to hear, okay? Whatever they think is going to make you, you know, become their sponsor and step in and be that shining knight to save them and to help them. And not only to help them, but trust me, this is not just about them. They want to help their families too. Now, a lot of you guys, you're stepping into it deep, and if you're not prepared, if you don't have the financial wherewithal to be picking up the bill and spending money and helping an extended family, well, guess what? You just might end up with a sour Filipina and unhappy and stress and a bunch of other shit that goes with that. Something that you really need to consider. You really need to be considering these things, guys. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so this is the same video. Let's listen to this gal's response. She's an 18-year-old looking for, you know, someone to bring her to the United States. But let's listen to this.
Your last question is, what do you appreciate most in your partner?
Yeah, of course. This is the final, very special person. Yeah. For me, I want a partner that is really God-fearing, because I know that he is honest. Yeah, he knows what he wants, and also respectful. Yeah, that is truly matters to me. And also, he have ambition in life, of course, not just in himself, but also for me. Yeah. And also, I want also a man that is hardworking.
You hear that, guys? So if you're an old guy, she's off the list. She's looking for a man with ambition and who's hardworking, you know. But so I bet you she still marries an old geezer. But this is what she's saying she wants. So you got to remember that sometimes, guys, not all these women are being honest, and they're going to go with whoever they can get. But let's continue.
He knows himself that he can be a provider. Yeah. And he knows how to spoil a girl. Yeah. And also, I want a man also is generous. I want also that is generous, not just loves me, but also my family. Yeah.
Okay. She's giving away the goodies. At least this girl is being honest. She wants a man that's going to be generous and loves her family. You know what that equates to, right? Let's send the family some money today. Yes? Yes, guys? All right. So there you have it. Now listen, guys. I don't care where these women come from. You can find them anywhere. These women, there's armies and armies of women out there that you can find that are like these women, probably better looking if you're looking for a more attractive woman. But the bottom line is you're just going to have to pay your dues. You're going to have to date them. And as soon as you see something that you don't like, well, just, push her away. And so like I was saying, just go over there. Look for the right one. Spend some time with her. Don't feel rushed. And don't marry her quickly. And ask a lot of questions. It's all about knowing their expectations. Very, very important. All right, there you have it, guys. I'm going to leave it here. I'm interested to know what you guys have to think, what you think about it. Do you think these services are good? Do you? And if you do, I would like to know why you think so. I personally don't. I think the best way is just the old-fashioned way of just, finding them online, going to the shopping mall, meeting them through other friends, these types of things. But I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. And there's one last thing I would like to tell you guys. If you are really considering marrying one of these women and bringing them back to the United States, be very, very careful, especially if you're an older guy, because these relationships can often go south and you can end up losing everything. So I strongly recommend, if you're thinking about bringing one of these Filipinas back home, you get a very good lawyer, have a prenup written, signed, notarized, and in your hand before you even think about putting her on a plane. Okay? And if you're planning on staying in the Philippines, another reason why it's a very good idea to spend a long time to get to know her is, I don't know if you've seen the news, but recently there's been news. It has to do with women and children. It's a women and children law. If you meet a vindictive bitch, and she doesn't get what she wants, and the relationship goes south, she can, purely by allegations, say that you verbally abused her, and the policeman will gladly throw your ass in prison, and they'll extort you. Okay? Don't go into this thing lightly. Take your time. Be very careful. And that's all I got for you guys. All right. Wish you all doing well, and monger on.